What's up guys, this is Astranox. This is my first account and I'm gonna be checking the arena meta with the Arbiter Vildred change. So let's go check him out real quick. Alright, so Arbiter Vildred is a 5-star Moonlight hero, Dark Element, and he's got 1283 attack. His skill set is completely crazy. And this doesn't matter too much. Attacks 2 enemies, decrease combat readiness, and goes up to 15%. But this is the thing though. After receiving lethal damage, caster regenerates, you go up to 100% health after you Molagora this thing. And you get 100% combat readiness, increase attack for 2 turns, full focus, and you reset the cooldown of Dark Blade. So if you're running him on a speed team, you go first, you're cleaving. I mean, no matter the team really, like you can potentially just attack because you win the speed battle and then you die and you do it again, and maybe you kill someone and you do it again, because this thing resets its cooldown if you defeat an enemy. But even like worst case scenario, you like lose the speed battle, he dies, but he comes back to life, 100% health, attack buff, then he drops this thing on your face. He drops this thing with decrease hit chance for 2 turns as well, so you're gonna be missing, and when you're at full focus, which you will be, you will deal extra damage. So his multipliers are skill 1, 182%, and skill 3 is 165%. If you soul burn this thing, you will do 205%, and if you have full focus, you're gonna do 195% or 246% with soul burn. That is some crazy damage, and he's of the dark element, so elemental neutral, don't have to worry about the elemental disadvantage. Alright, so yeah, so let's just check the meta before the week ends, and there's gonna be a little bit, and she might change things, so let's go check it out. Okay, so here it is, total ranking, arena info is 2 hours left, and earlier today I checked how many Arbiter Vildreds were in the top 100. There was like 42 of them. It probably didn't change too much, or it must be around that number. But you've got Crimson Armin on most of the teams. She reduces the amount of critical hit damage by 30% with her passive, and she's carrying Aureus too, so that's just insane. Team survival increase. There's a bunch of fallen Cecilia now as well, but yeah, Arbiter Vildred, I'm not gonna be counting how many of him there are. Let me just open up the whole list and we'll kind of like have this thing saved on video and see like what's the difference afterward. Just the combination of Ruele of Light with Crimson Armin is so good. But there are some players that use fewer amount of Moonlight heroes. But yeah, he is in so many teams. Maybe the other players don't have him. That might be why. Because, I mean, you pair him with Ruele, and he's gonna be brought back to life again and again. But with Lilibet, we can go and check her skill set afterward, but she's gonna make it so you cannot resurrect the target that dies from her skill number 3. So, I mean, that's good. So you just kill Arbiter Vildred, and that's it. You still need to go first, but yeah, I mean they're just releasing units, and then they're releasing more units to just counter previous units. That's just the way it goes. And with the I mean there's some power creeping with the recent Moonlight heroes, it's yeah, it's pretty sick. I mean, it's PvP. It's PvP. That's where like players that spend money they come here and they compete against each other, and that's how the company makes a lot of money. That's one of the yeah, have some competition and then they will spend. That's just the way it goes. Fighter Maya, she's so tanky. I mean, great hero. Like players in the top 100 in global, they are, because now it's we're like 1 week away from 8 months since global release. So I mean, that is a lot of time, a lot of farming, and they're running some pretty crazy amount of effect resistance. Like around 200 and even over 200. So yeah, and you have to counter that with effectiveness if you want to land your debuffs. Dark Corvus, he is insanely tanky. And you look at these teams and some of them, it's just like you just don't want to fight them. You're just like, oh my god, this is definitely not gonna take a few seconds. I mean, and with the auxiliary lots and says set up with Wind Rider, well, the Wind Rider was nerfed, so well, I guess it was fixed. It was fixed, so says doesn't have the attack boost when from Wind Rider when the team blows up. So it's pretty much well, it's still playable, but it's not like it kind of isn't now. If you're fighting like a super tanky team, it won't be enough damage to blow up their whole team. But yeah, the stall teams are pretty crazy. So yeah, that was the top 100, and yeah, the Vildreds, they are almost 50%. Almost 50% of the teams. There's less and less Dizzy in the top teams. I mean, with heroes like ML Bell, there's just so much control, so much disruption. The Crimson Armin is she's definitely a game changer in Arena, definitely. So yeah, that was the top 100, and let's just look at some of these heroes real quick. So Crimson Armin, 30% reduction of damage received by critical hits. That with Aureus it's so good, but it's not only that, it's the fact that there is invincibility for 1 turn and immunity as well, which is just so many different things on the kit of a hero. And this is a passive, so there's no way to disable it. So she's a knight, and like you can make her super tanky, and you have to. A lot of players were using auxiliary lots with Saz, and they would just Soulburn S3 Saz and blow up Crimson Armin. Anyways, let's jump to other heroes here. And yeah, of course, they will have triple S in the top. So there she is, Lilibet. Her rate up banner is going to be coming up in the next patch. So unable to be buffed on skill 1 for 2 turns, that's very good. Then you've got some bleeding going on here. 3-turn cooldown. I mean, this goes up to 50% chance. 4 bleeds, that's strong. Bleeding is based on your attack, 30% of your attack, and it bypasses 70% of the target's defense. So it's strong, but I mean, you need to have effectiveness so you can actually land those bleed effects. Now here, slashes the enemy with Cho and Maul, inflicting extinction when the enemy is defeated. So the target cannot revive when killed by this skill. So you just need to kill the target. You don't need to have effectiveness, you just need to kill the target and it will just have this extinction active, and they will not be able to be resurrected. But will she be able to actually kill? Well, I didn't actually look at her multipliers, but pretty sure. I mean, I didn't write them down. I'm sure it's quite high. I mean, yeah. But can she like just kill on turn 1? You will need like a combat readiness booster for her to go, and I mean she's most likely going to need an attack buff, and I mean, if that's not enough and you need to rely on defense down, well, good luck landing it. Good luck landing that thing against these super tanky teams. But yeah, 109 speed. She will definitely need someone to actually boost her combat readiness. You can have her with super high offense, and as well as going first with super high speed. The thing is, there's a lot of teams that don't have a combat readiness booster, so you wouldn't need that much speed to actually go first. But I mean, there's so many teams with ML Bell that's just like, I mean, he's gonna go first. He's gonna have a lot of speed, and he's gonna put her to sleep. So yeah, crit chance on that. I mean, that's the thing though. It's not like a passive. It's not like a hero that just is part of the team, and as long as this hero is alive, no one can be resurrected on the enemy team. So you have to land that kill. So it's not gonna be so easy. The thing is, if they just have like there's a lot of teams that have Arbiter Vildred, and he's just there. He's just there, and there's no combat readiness booster, so it wouldn't be too hard if they don't have a mobile to just like pop in. But if you have auxiliary lots, you can use him with Lilibet and just blow up Arbiter Vildred. Also, if you have heroes like, because I've done it before, if you use Sect Axe and you kill, just a second, I'll jump to him. So Sect Axe, if he kills with skill 2, he gets an extra turn, and you, like Arbiter Vildred, will not be able to cut in. He will come back to life, but he's gonna get healed depending on how many Molagora you have into it. But you can just blow him up with skill 3 afterwards. So if there's other mechanics like this in the game, you can just use Sid. Sid is the same deal. If you kill, you get an extra turn. So Arbiter Vildred cannot cut in. You're getting guaranteed to get the turn. But then it's a skill 1 on Sid, so it might not be that easy to actually kill that Arbiter Vildred. Versus Sect Axe, well, I mean, landing the kill with that thing, you're gonna need some. I mean, I'm sure there's some other ways to go about it, but I'm just talking about Sect Axe. It's just like if you have Maghaira's Tome, Heal's ancient book. You have the soul, so you soul burn this thing. Let's say you have auxiliary lots, and then you soul burn this. You pop Arbiter Vildred, he's dead, and then you go again, and then I mean this is gonna deal more damage because the multiplier is better, and you just straight up kill him for real now. But if they have a Ruele, I mean he's just gonna come back to life. But not only Ruele, anyone that can revive. So I mean you need that extinction, you need that Lilibet, and you need to be able to kill him. So yeah, and also if you have a defense, Lilibet is just gonna target a water hero. So if they're attacking you with Arbiter Vildred, well, they're just gonna play. They're gonna play around you, and they will just blow up your whole team because Lilibet is just wasting her skill 3 on a water hero. So there's that. That's why. If she had a passive, that would be so much easier. Made Chloe, like that thing is crazy now. You just revive everyone and give them attack buff. They only have 20% health though, but still a team-wide revive. We've got Ruele of Light here, and yeah, revive one dead ally with healing magic, recovering all of their health and granting them invincibility for 1 turn. And the biggest thing is that they come back to life and they have the same combat readiness they had when they died. So they just resume where they left off. And you can't do anything about this invincibility unless you just strip it. Like you have a very short window because maybe the hero was about to go and you just can't do anything about it. So yeah. And also living ally, yeah. If the target is not dead, they will still receive invincibility. And I mean, after removing all debuffs. So with auxiliary lots, he's really good for that skill. I mean, not only that, but this skill is it's pretty sick. But now with Wind Rider nerf, it's not gonna be as easy, of course. But yeah, you can definitely use him. And Lilibet, but that's on offense. On defense, that's a different story. Fallen Cecilia with the team-wide skill nullifier. They take no damage. This thing lasts forever until you actually get attacked with damage. That will be nullified. She's very good. She's very good. 100% provoke with skill ups and barrier as you start off, and then a barrier on the lowest health ally for 2 turns every time she goes. And it scales off of her max health. Everything scales off her max health like Cecilia. Yeah, very strong in her stats. And you've got ML Bell. I mean, just like 100% chance to dispel 2 debuffs and then 80% chance to put you to sleep. And he's getting combat readiness every time you're going at the end of the enemy's turn. And he's getting 25% combat readiness after skill ups, and he is cycling through his skills at a crazy rate. But if you bring him down to 50% health or below, he's going to use skill 3 instead of skill 2. So that's one way to mess up his mechanics. Alright, so I'll end it on this. So Sid, if you kill with this, you get an extra turn. And yeah, you will have to rely on skill 1 to kill that Arbiter Vildred, or he's gonna go. And yeah, Sid deals a lot of damage. I have him almost since the start and use him a lot in Arena, Guild Wars. He deals fantastic damage, just like a truly godly 4-star hero, and scales off of speed as well. And he has elemental advantage when he has speed buff, which is really cool. Soul burn for extra damage as well. But the issue is really killing that Arbiter Vildred with skill 1. So one way to do it would probably be to just have Wind Rider, which is going to boost your attack. So here, you cast Stealth and increase attack by 60% for 1 turn when the enemy is defeated. And yeah, there's a pretty good chance you're going to be able to just kill that Arbiter Vildred. Also, if you don't have Wind Rider, pretty sure, I mean, this stacks with attack buff because it's a different attack increase. But if you have auxiliary lots, he especially with Taghiel's Ancient Book. Soulburn Sid, kill Assassin, Arbiter Vildred, and then Windrider procs, you still have the attack buff. But even if you don't have Windrider, you still have attack buff. It lasts for 2 turns. Then there's a pretty good chance you'll be able to kill that Arbiter Vildred with skill 1. But then if you're fighting a team with Revive, yeah, that plan goes out the window. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video, and check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. Playlist of all sorts, Arena, Guild Wars, guides, tips, and how-tos, and Abyss Force 62 plus. So check those out if you haven't. And yeah, this is on global, almost 8 months since the global release. And I have a second account as well in global, and a third one in Europe. It's one month old. I'm in Legend League and PvP. I'm a free-to-play player on all my 3 accounts. Made some videos to show proof and all that, but like throughout my play, like if you keep track of my currency, I mean, I've been free-to-play since the start on all my accounts, and that's just the way I like to play my mobile games, and I feel like, I mean, I just enjoy them better like that, and I like to see if it's actually like playable and enjoyable that way. So I can show you guys if it is, and so far it definitely is, and I'm having a ton of fun, especially on that Europe account. It's really cool. Anyways, that's really it for this one. Peace out for now.